Hello and welcome to Cosmic Cassie. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you are new, thank you and welcome to the channel. Here I always like to preach that if you do not resonate with 90% of the message that I am giving, please don't take it. I try to take my messages and receive them so that it's like a full story rather than bits and pieces. So please keep that in mind as you listen. Also remember that you always control your future and the outcome. Tarot is just a good way to see where the energies are at and where they're going. But ultimately, you have the ability to control where those are going to go, okay? Tarot does not define or destinize your life for you, okay? This is going to be the mid-monthly March readings. I already did part 1, which has Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Taurus. And part 2 has Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Aries. And this is going to be part 3 with Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, and Scorpio in that order. So if you are needing one of those other signs, please look at part 1 or part 2. I did list in the title which zodiac signs were covered in those readings. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to start with Capricorn first. Capricorn, let's look at what energies are happening in the middle of March for you, what you need to know. Where is the energy heading for you? What does Capricorn need to know for the middle of March? What does Capricorn need to know for the middle of March? Capricorn, you guys might be having a lot on your mind. You're thinking really hard. You're kind of stressed, maybe even dehydrated. I'm getting like a dull, light headache. And I'm also feeling a little bit of jawline pain on the left side here. So there could even be something with like dentist or just, I get a lot of like dehydration or just really overthinking, overexerting yourself in some way. It could be with the seasons changing, the weather changing, and so my recommendation for that is just make sure you're getting plenty of rest, plenty of water. If you're watching this right now, unclench your jaw. Most of us keep it clenched and we don't even realize we're keeping it clenched, and that adds to that pain, that stress. Unclench your jaw, allow yourself and your face to actually relax. And again, just make sure you're drinking a lot of water, staying hydrated, and just taking time to kind of decompress, de-stress everything in your life right now. Because I feel like a lot of that headache and that jaw pain is coming more from like overexertion and dehydration, okay? What does Capricorn need to know for the middle of March? For your guys' energy, I'm also getting a little bit of like chest pain. Again, this could all be with overexertion. I'm feeling it primarily right by the heart. So there could be a lot of heart chakra opening or releasing of energy in that area, in that space. You could be going through a lot of things in your childhood, your past relationships, your interactions with people, and really learning how to not just forgive but release. There's a level of forgiveness and then there's a level of releasing it. Once you've released it, that's true forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness we can have happen in our minds, but to release it in our body is the true forgiveness there. That's what us not holding on to it anymore. So there could be a lot of releasing energy happening when it comes to intimate, romantic, personal relationships. We have the Sun, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords. The first thing that I'm noticing with the Sun is the actual Roman numeral 10110. And so a lot of you could be seeing like 111, 101. I'm hearing 1101. 1111. There could be something around a synchronicity with seeing those numbers. With the Sun, the Page of Wands, and the Three of Swords, I tell you, everyone is getting that Page of Wands. It's a time where the energy is really supporting new adventures, new journeys, new paths are opening, new doors are being seen, new windows are being realized, and it's really supporting you guys going down those experiences that you have not had before. It's interacting with situations that you've not received before. It's opening up your world to things that you have not done, breaking out of that routine, the monotony of life in general, right? Not just taking risks. I don't get that risk energy really high here. It feels more just a lot of the energy right now is supporting you guys with trying new things. Do something different. Do it a different way than you've always done it. If you've always had this kind of job, take a different kind of job that's completely different from what you're used to, and see, does that work for you? Do you have more success from that? If you've always lived in a certain kind of neighborhood or house, if you always interacted with a certain type of person, it's like step out of your comfort zone here, step out of your boundaries here, and explore different things in order to find that happiness. And that's a part of that. That Three of Swords is also a part of that heart chakra release that I was feeling. The more that you do new things, the more that you try new things, the more that you're open to exploring different journeys and paths and areas, you'll start to feel and see that you're releasing a lot more of like energy that's been stuck in that heart chakra area, energy that you didn't even realize was stuck in there. But the more that you do things in a different way, the different perspective you receive, the different you're going to start looking at people in a very different way, the more that you do things in a different way. And all of this, ultimately what it's coming up to is you guys having a lot of release of pain, of trauma, of regret, of sorrow, of depression, of regrets. Regrets is heavy here. And I keep getting that dull headache energy here. And so it's like things that have really racked your mind, things that you've really not been able to forget about. Like maybe when you're sitting alone, this is that memory that always comes up, and you're just like, I wish I didn't do that, or why did I act that way? Why did I say those things? Or vice versa, like why did they have to do that? Why did they have to say that? Is that how it really is? Like you're questioning a lot of things with that dull ache that I'm getting here on that left side. It's a lot of like, I just feel an energy of every time I'm alone, every time it's quiet, every time I zone out, whenever I'm not distracted, that is the memories that keeps coming back. And it's not like they're haunting you, but you just can't get them off of your mind. Like they're just constantly nagging at you almost. And it's encouraging you to try new things, meet new people, go new places, do things in a different way than you've ever done them. And that's going to help you release that energy, because I feel like Capricorn's part of this energy that you're receiving in the middle of March is it's trying to help you redefine the way that you define the world that you're in. And when you do this, you can see a totally different perspective. You can understand a completely different experience that you've already had, that allows you to heal it within yourself, that allows you to release it within yourself, not necessarily with the other person, but at least within yourself. You're finally being given a chance to like really let go of this pain, this trauma, like whatever it is that's in your heart here. What else does Capricorn need to know for the middle of March? Got 3 again here. We have the King of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords here. So it's really asking you to make a very conscious choice and stick to it of, I'm going to go be passionate about life. I'm going to experience life. I'm going to remember that life has so much to offer me, and I'm going to enjoy my time that I have here. I want to give people my good energy. I want to receive other people's good energy. It's like, I feel like it's really getting out of this deep-rooted habit of like staying in situations that support a more depressive mindset or a more pessimistic mindset, a lack mindset, a fear-based mindset. It's like all these lower energy mindsets that you've held within you, those are like deeply rooted in you for some reason, where you find yourself in situations that just keep validating those mindsets for you. And this month the energy is really allowing you to step out of those mindsets, and it's presenting opportunities, it's presenting chances and people, paths for you to go down where you can be passionate, you can be excited, you can be motivated, like you can be thrilled, and just there's a lot of joy, there's a lot of engagement, there's a lot of motivation to do these things. Or you can stay in this overly thinking and critical mindset of constantly replaying like negative things. It feels like you're really having I don't feel like it's asking you to face your demons, Capricorn. I feel like you've already faced your demons. You've already done all of that. You've done the healing work. You've contemplated, you've forgiven, you've healed within yourself the things that like maybe you did towards someone else. It's like you've done the work, you've seen the issues here. So it's not facing your demons, but it's like now that you have faced them, it is okay to leave them. It is okay to walk away from them, but it's like you have faced them, and yet you choose to sit in that energy, even though it's like this energy is not for you anymore. You have faced it. You see what energy it is, but it's like gunk. They're giving me like tar. I'm getting like an image and an energy of like tar, of just heavy gunk. And it's like you've noticed, you've realized, I'm in gunk, I'm in this tar, I'm stuck, and I'm weighed down by this crap here. But even though you've had the epiphany and the realization of it, and you know where it's coming from, you're choosing to stay there. You're not releasing yourself from it. And so this month, the middle of March, is really an opportunity. It's supportive energy and opportunities to help you raise yourself out of the gunk, because it's like you can start raising your vibration. You can start energetically changing your world, your life, but you have to make the choice to release the gunk. I mean, the gunk is comforting because you've always known it. You've always been in it. Yeah, we never want the gunk, but sometimes the harder thing to look at and face here is that we're so comfortable in the gunk that even when we recognize it's gunk, we consciously want to leave it, but physically we're just so attached to it. It's like it feels comfortable because I know what to expect from it. I know where it's coming from. I know how to deal with it. I know how to manage it. I know what it feels like to be in gunk. If I remove myself from the gunk, I don't know what that feels like. I don't know. I have to adapt to a whole new way of living, of thinking, of carrying myself. I have to put my accountability and responsibilities on myself in a different way because I'm no longer in the gunk. And I feel like that's kind of the crossroads that we're at right now, Capricorn, is the middle of this month. It's like you need to choose. Are you gonna release yourself from the gunk, or are you going to keep operating in that gunk, even though you know what it is, okay? Any last messages for Capricorn? We have the Lovers. It's your divine will. That's what I'm getting. That's the message they just gave me from the Lovers card. It's your divine will. It's your divine decision, your destiny that you choose. It is your divine right to make a choice that aligns with you, that you want to be in, that makes you happy, that makes you feel good. Even if it doesn't make you happy, even if it doesn't make you feel good, that Lovers, to me, the energy I'm getting from it, the message that they gave me from that Lovers card is like, it is your divine choice. It is your divine destiny that you create. You are in charge of it. You choose, is this what I want, or do I want something else? You're choosing that, because Lovers is all about a choice. It's all about a divine choice that you make, not that anyone makes for you. It's something that you make. You can be in the most toxic of toxic relationships and still choose it, and it would still show up as the Lovers, okay? It's something that you're choosing to bind yourself to live and associate yourself with. Any last messages for Capricorn here? Any last message? They're telling me unclench your jaw. They're telling me again, unclench your jaw. So some of you started clenching again, and it's like that's a really good indicator that you're so used to being stressed, and you're so used to being in maybe lower energetic energies here, lower vibrating energies here, that like you are constantly filled with tension. Like you just keep clenching your jaw, and then you realize you're clenching it and you stop doing it, and then 5 seconds later you're clenching it again, but you don't even know it because you're so comfortable with it. And it's kind of like the theme here that I'm starting to get with you, Capricorn, is like you may not even realize how comfortable you are with something that is not healthy, not high vibrational, not energetically aligned anymore. And it's like it's time to notice it and release it, okay? Like release it for good. Last message here is the Devil. What did I just say about that Lovers card? It can be the most toxic thing that you've ever been in, and you can still make the choice to be in it, to attach yourself to it. And that's really that Devil energy here, is staying tied and attached to something that you know is not good for you. Whether it's energy, whether it's a person, whether it's materialistic, whether it's a mindset, a thought, it's something within you, it's an addiction. You know, it doesn't matter what the Devil is. each of you will know what it is for yourselves, but it's like you're choosing to stay attached to it. You're choosing to create the illusion of love with it. And I say the illusion of love because it's not truly love, but you're looking at it and creating an illusion of, I'm attached to it because it's good. I'm attached to it because it feels good, because it feeds me, because, you know, it's something I can't leave. Like, it's an illusion of love that's bonding you, but really it's the devil. It's the fear of leaving it, of living without it. It's the fear of you know, not knowing what will happen if you don't have this anymore. It's something around that. And again, it's just like, I just keep getting pain on my lower jaw here. Just like a lot of pain, like as if someone just really clenched up. And it's like, you don't even know. You may be getting tension headaches and not even understand why. And it's because your jaw is always clenched so tightly. Because your body is always reacting to stress. Like a threat, you know, like it's always in this high state of awareness of protection, and that's not healthy. Okay, Capricorn, that's everything that I have for you for the middle of March. I hope this helped and gave you some insight and clarity. Again, I really appreciate and love all the likes and subscribes, even the comments. I love to read through them. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Let's go ahead and jump into Libra. We are right at 1632 here for Libra. 1632 Libras. Let's see what we have for you for the middle of March. What energies want to come out and show themselves. What does Libra need to know for the middle of March? What does Libra need to know for the middle of March? Does Libra need to know for the middle of March? King of Swords wanted to flip over. What does Libra need to know for the middle of March? What does Libra need to know for the middle of March? Okay. We have the Lovers. We have Four of Swords. Nine of Coins, Ace of Swords. Libras, with this lover card, so this deck has a few different lover cards in it. This specific one, if you look at it, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. There is like a Cupid in the background. Oh, we almost had it. There's like a Cupid in the background of these two falling in love, looking at each other and coming together. And with this Lovers card, the way that I get it is it's almost like at first when I seen it, the first energy I got from it is like a false love, a fake love, like it's not real. It's like not real. But now I'm getting more of like destined. I feel like you guys were in a situation where there was some kind of love energy around you, or like with someone else, with a situation, a group of people, an environment, whatever it is for you, like take it as it resonates. But it's like there was something that you okay, thank you. How do you say that? There was something that you felt really cautious about. You doubted it. It didn't feel right. It was like, not like I don't want to believe it, but it felt uneasy going into it. And it was some kind of opportunity for love or something. Like, as an example, it's like someone approaching you and saying like, wow, like you're the love of my life and I've waited so long for you. And you're like, who are you? I don't even know who you are. You're a stranger. How can you love me? You don't even know me. And it's like your guards kind of went up, like where it's like, I don't want to trust this. I don't feel like I should trust it. But I feel like this energy worked over on you over an amount of time. This energy persuaded you to lower your guard, to trust it. The only thing here is I don't get like a really strong manipulation energy coming from it, but I just feel like over time they got you to lower your guards and trust and open, but it's like it really was something that was false. Like your first instinct was correct, but over time it's like it started to make you think that this is like divine, this is once in a lifetime, this is something very special, something so unique, and you know, it's like a blessing and it's a gift, and it's like, no, this was orchestrated. Like this was orchestrated. I normally don't pick up on like drama energy like this because I really hate like reading for drama, but that's kind of what I'm getting here is like it was a manipulation tactic here. I don't know if it was direct, if it was orchestrated from the actual person you connected with, but it was definitely like someone behind the scenes supporting this, like trick Libra into thinking this is their dream job, or trick Libra into believing this is like their divine counterpartner, their twin flame. This could even be, I hate to say it, this could be someone doing like a manifestation or like magic, and really magic is just having a very strong intent behind something, and it's like someone really wanted you to believe and trust something that was not meant for you, and you initially knew it wasn't meant for you. You felt it, you knew it, you felt it, and it was like, I don't trust this, I don't want to get caught up in this, I don't want to pursue this doesn't feel right. But over time they were able to kind of like make you believe it's that you're crazy, you're paranoid, like this is perfect, this is amazing, this is the ultimate amazing thing. And I feel like you could just be coming out of this energy where it's like at some point you suddenly realize like this was a ploy, I was tricked. Like, I should have listened to myself. That's all I keep feeling. I should have listened. I should have listened to myself. Why didn't I trust myself? Because I feel like you ended up seeing, like, this is a ploy. This is someone that just, like, pulled the curtain over my eyes. Like, I'm not going to dive too deeply into it because for each of you, it could be something different. Like I said, it could be a job. It could be family, mending of a relationship, like a reconciliation. It could easily be a partner. It could be so many different things, an investment opportunity. It could be a lot of different things for all of you. But it's almost like you already felt uneasy going into it, knowing you shouldn't, but you ended up doing it anyways, just to realize like that was a ploy. Like that, I just got tricked. Like I just got tricked. And so now in the middle of March, you're very much more in an energy of trying to rebuild your stability. Whether that's like your actual financial stability, your confidence, your independence, your reputation, your image, like whatever happened with this situation, the main goal was to deplete you in some way, to tear something down, to jeopardize something, to take it away from you, to separate you from something that you had. And once you realize it was a ploy, now you're having to rebuild and regain and redo something here to build it back up to where it was. Again, that could be anything. That could be your reputation. That could be, your career. That could be your personal relationships. It could be anything here. But it's like you're focusing in the middle of March a lot heavily on just trying to like rebuild and restructure your life the way it was before you fell into this trap here. What else does Libra need to know in the middle of March? What else does Libra need to know in the middle of March? I just feel like you got con artist, like you got scammed, like someone came in and really manipulated you here. We have the 8 of Coins, and so it's very much like you're working very hard to rebuild yourself here. You're putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort, but they also want you to know that like that effort will be repaid. That 8 of Coins is all about, because you also have the 9 of Coins here, so that 8 of Coins is all about you're putting the hard work in, you're mastering, you're perfecting something because you're going to get results from it. That's the results card, right? The 7 of coins is all about the investment, and the 8 is the hard work, and it's paying off because then you get to the 9, and you already have the 9 here. So it's like you're gonna start seeing all that hard work pay off. And then we have the Knight of Coins and the 6 of Cups. I feel like as soon as you start rebuilding this and you start seeing all those hard work and efforts paying in, someone is coming back in. I think it's the same person that kind of captured your heart here in a way, like the same person that really pulled the wool over your eyes. You might still feel like, I'm not 100% sure that this person was manipulating me or not. Like, I can't say for sure. I'm really not sure. I feel like they were, but I don't know. And so that's giving them a door that they can still walk through to access you. And I feel like as soon as they start seeing you rebuilding and like coming up a little bit here, they're coming back in, trying to do the same thing all over again, trying to sway you back in, trying to pull you back in here. And it's like they're doing it in a little bit of a different way, but it's gonna feel exactly the same. Where I just feel like in some way, somehow, they're gonna be able to see or recognize like, oh wow, like Libra's climbing the ladder again, or like Libra's on top of their game. They're looking really good again. You know, their image is back, or their reputation is built up again. And this person comes back through, and it's like, hey Libra, like how's things been going? And I feel like you never got factual evidence and proof that this person was trying to like sabotage you in a way, like trying to scam you somehow. And so you don't want to place that judgment on them 100% because you don't know for factual, but your emotions, your energy, everything tells you that they are. Like, you feel it in your bones. Like, you feel this person is up to no good, but you can't prove it. And they're really good at they're really good at swaying you. They're really good at charming you, at pulling you in. And so it makes it difficult to not get played by this person. But I'm telling you, they are going to be coming back in. The second that you start rebuilding yourself and getting back to a really good place, this person's coming back in. Oh yeah, they're coming back in to charm you all over again. What else does Libra need to know for the middle of March? We have the Death, and we have the High Priestess. It's like telling you, like, trust your gut. Trust how you feel. Trust your intuition. Like I said, you know it in your bones. You don't have factual proof. And it's interesting because Death is a form of judgment as well, because it's making a final decision to end, to terminate, to decease something, and then to transform and rebirth from the death. So it's like, if I'm going to my hamster dies and I bury my hamster in my backyard, that is a permanent death. But then I'm going to take that hamster and where I buried it, and I'm going to plant a seed above it, because just being totally transparent here, but like the decomposition of that hamster's body is actually extremely nutritious for plants and roots, and it's like fertilizer. And so I'm going to plant a seed above my dead hamster that I buried in the backyard, and that seed is going to grow really fast, really rapidly, and really beautiful. Regardless of what kind of seed it is, it's going to grow amazingly and beautifully because it had such a potent punch of fertilizer. And so the energy I'm getting here, Libra, and the reason why I'm explaining it that way, is you have an opportunity to put an end to being played by it. And this could be multiple people. It doesn't have to always show up as the exact same face, but it shows up as the exact same energy. Someone looking to take advantage of you because you're becoming successful, you're growing, you're having a good image. I did hear influencer earlier in the reading, so you could be becoming an influencer of some kind. You're really putting yourself out there. You're just looking really abundant. You're looking really good. And it could be multiple different people with the same energy that come in when you get to this certain level that just want to take advantage of that. And you keep letting it happen. And so it's saying that you have an opportunity here to put a permanent end to that and somehow use that situation to actually raise you even higher. But you have to be willing to put an end to it. And the only way you can put an end to it is by fully 100% trusting in your intuition. Yes, I get it. It's so frustrating. I have my Libra in my Venus, so I get it. It is really, 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 really hard for me to put judgment on people when I don't have factual proof. I love having facts and proof. Even though my intuition could be screaming at me, I'm like, but I don't know because I don't have factual proof of it. This is saying, like, you might not ever get factual proof of anything, but if your intuition is telling you to feel some way, to think some way, to run away, you need to listen to that and put an end to something here. And putting an end to it can actually transform you even higher, even faster, even better, okay? Libra, that's all that I have for you for the middle of March. I hope this reading helped. I appreciate and love the likes and subscribes. I enjoy going through the comments as well. But again, I hope this helped and did something for you. And thanks so much for watching my channel. I appreciate it, guys. And we're going to move into the sign of Gemini here. Gemini is going to be at 3135. Sorry, guys. I need to re-up on my tea. What I've learned to do is before my tea gets totally empty, it tends to get like a little cold, and so I'll add just like a little bit of like, this thing keeps tea hot for literally like 14 to 16 hours. It's still steaming hot. So I'll pour like a little bit in there, just enough to warm all of the tea back up, because it's too hot in there to drink right away, and it's too, I don't know, I'm ranting right now, but perfect temperature when you mix cool down tea with spicy hot tea. Okay, Gemini. Let's see. What does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? What does Gemini need to know for March? What does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? I'm getting a song here, and I don't get songs too often, but it's something free fly like a bird. I'm gonna fly away, free fly like a bird. It's something about like free flying like a bird. Free fly like a bird. Now I gotta look it up because now I'm curious what it is. Give me a second, Gemini. I don't get many songs, and so when I do, I'm like, I definitely have to get the song right. Free fly like a bird song. Fine. Why do I feel like that's like probably it? By Mariah Carey. When I heard it, I didn't hear it by, I don't think I heard it coming from Mariah Carey. Fly like a bird. Hold on, guys, I'm trying to get it here. But it's important because I never get songs, and so if I get a song, I feel like it's important. What is that song? What is the lyrics for that? I know this is a song that I've heard before too. Like, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna fly away, fly like a bird. Let's see. Fly like a bird lyrics. Fly like a bird. Lyrics. Somehow I know that there's a place up above with no more hurt and struggling, free of all the aristocracies and suffering, because I feel the unconditional love from one who cares enough for me to erase all my burdens and let me be free. To fly like a bird, take to the sky. I need you now, Lord, carry me high. Don't let the world break me tonight. I need the strength here by my side. Sometimes this life can be so cold, I pray you'll come and carry me home. Can we recover? Will the world ever be a place of peace and harmony with no war and no brutality? If we love each other, we would find victory. But in this harsh reality, sometimes I'm so despondent that I feel like I need to fly like a bird, take to the sky. I need you, Lord. I need you now, Lord. Carry me high. Don't let the world break me tonight. I need the strength of you by my side. Sometimes this life can be so cold. I pray you'll come and carry me home. I don't think this is the song, but like this is the song, if that makes sense. Like this is I don't think that's the song that I was hearing. Take me away and fly like a bird, 'cause I'm free to fly like a bird. That's a church song, I guess. I don't know. Gemini, that is there's some song that I'm getting for you about like fly like a bird. I don't feel like that's it. I'll spread my wings and fly like a bird. Guys, I gotta find the right song because I don't think that's the right song. I'm gonna spread my wings and fly away. Is that what it is? Cause I'll spread my wings and fly away to a place I long for. Baby, let me spread my wings and fly away. I don't know. Interestingly enough, I did feel the energy of like, right before I heard the song, like part of the lyrics here, there was an energy of like, this is going to end up being something about you leaving a love situation here, you feeling down and out about a love situation, making a big change, a big move, releasing something. But it's like releasing it with love, something like that. And both of those lyrics kind of talk about just that. Okay, so let's jump in and see. Sorry you had to listen to my singing for a little minute there. What does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? What does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? Time's a ticking. I don't know why I just said that. Time's a ticking. I'm getting a lot of like songs and sayings for you guys already, and I usually don't get that much heavily things. So maybe you're hearing a lot of songs, a lot of like phrases that people are saying that are like really clicking for you, and you're like, wow, like that applies to my situation directly. What does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? I can't, the song will not leave my head. Cause I'm gonna spread my wings and fly away. Fly like a bird. I don't know, if any of you guys know what song I'm talking about, please put it down below. Cause it is not, like that one part is not leaving my head. Like it just, they keep pushing it back up. It's not leaving because it's catchy. It's like not leaving because they keep wanting me to give you that message. Because I'm going to spread my wings and fly away. What does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? Thank you. And then, of course, we have the Six of Swords. You guys might be leaving something. This might be a really emotional, sad moment for you guys. Something's really hard for you to leave. It's like very, very hard for you to walk away from something here, but you know you need to. You're preparing for it. We have the Six of Swords, the Judgment, and then we have the Four of Swords. And so it's like when you walk away from this, you're making a decision to heal. So what that lets me know is you're making a decision to choose yourself. And that's like the message that they did give me, like before I said that is as soon as I seen the Judgment and then the Four of Swords, it was like you're choosing yourself over someone else. Like either you choose you or you choose yourself, and you're choosing yourself. You're releasing something. It's really hard to release it. It's so hard. It's difficult. You don't know how you're going to do it. You don't know how it's going to happen, how you're going to go without this person, how this person may not go without you. There's just a very strong energy of like, I'm releasing this with love. I love it. I don't want to leave it. I don't want to release it. I don't want to go away from it. But like, I have to choose me over someone else. I have to choose me. I have to choose me is the feeling I'm getting here. But it's super hard. It's so difficult for you to truly release this because it's like there's true love here. There's a true connection here. There's a true tie here. But it's like, I either choose them or I choose me, and I have to choose me. It's not even a choice that I can really make. I have to choose me. What else does Gemini need to know for March? What else does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? We have the Page of Cups. There's a lot of energy around, like, wow, Gemini. I am like really picking up on your guys' energy. Like I can feel it. And what I'm feeling is, especially with this Page of Cups, it's like, it's almost as if like, and it's weird, but this is the energy I'm getting, so I'm just going to say it. Some of you may relate to it and some of you may not. And I'm not saying that this is what's happening, but this is like that kind of energy is almost as if someone is dying and you know they're dying and you have to say goodbye to them. And all you can do is like just say sorry because you can't go with them and because you can't keep them here with you. Like it's impossible to go with this person and it's impossible to keep them here with you, and neither of you want to separate, neither of you want to depart from each other, but it's impossible to stay together. And so all you can do is like, as you're saying goodbye, all you can do is like the emotion you're overcome by is more apologetic. It's more sympathetic. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything different in this situation. I'm sorry I can't save you. I'm sorry I can't go with you. I'm sorry it has to be this way. Like I'm sorry I don't have the ability to control what's happening. It's that kind of energy, and it's like very emotional. It's very heart-centered, but not because it's dealing with emotions, but because it's genuinely, that's how you genuinely feel in your heart, is like, I'm so sorry that I can't help you, that I can't save you, that I can't be there, that I can't like hold on anymore. Like, I'm so sorry that it has to be this way. And that's like, that's the difficulty, is because you don't want to release, you don't want to let go, but it's almost an energy of like, there is something that is forcing this, there is something that is making this happen, and it's like against your will, it's against their will. Like you have no control over what is happening in this situation, but this is how it has to go. This is how it has to be. And for some reason you feel, Gemini, that you should have been able to control it. You should have been able to change the situation. It's almost like you're kind of creating a little bit of, no, you're not. You're not holding on to the fact of like, you're not holding any guilt or shame, but you almost just, it's so hard for you to release and let go, but you know you have to, and it's like you have no choice. and somehow the choice is yours, but it's not yours. It's like you literally have to choose them or me. And if you choose them, you die. Not to say literally, but it's like if you choose them, there's no way it will work. You have to choose you. Like, you've come to an understanding. I have to choose myself if I ever hope to have this situation or this relationship or this person or a life at all. Like, it's difficult to really comprehend here, and hopefully it makes sense to someone, but it's like you are making the final choice, but the circumstances that surround it are like you're forced to make this choice, even though you're choosing to make this choice. But making this choice is ultimately what gives you freedom. It's what gives you release. It's what gives you healing. Making this choice is what will save you, whether you fully realize to what extent or not. But it's not just like a Four of Swords, like I'm healing and resting. I feel like this energy is like, if I leave, if I choose me, if I choose to separate, I'm saving myself. Like, I am literally saving myself. So one of the situations that might be easier to understand here and relate to is, and this is something they just gave me, is like a drug addict. So if you know one or you've been one, it's almost the energy of like two people that have lived on the streets together. They're both drug addicts. One is on the brink of death because of their addiction, and they're like, I have to leave to save myself, but they don't want to leave the other person, because without them, it's like that person might OD, that person might, really go down the rabbit hole, that person's addiction may really spiral out of control, and like, they could die, they could end up in jail, they could end up in a way worse situation than they've ever been in, because I'm not with them. Like, we're meant to stay together and protect each other. And it's like, this, but you also know if I stay, I'm going to die, and this person will ultimately end up in that shitty situation. So I should leave, save myself, because no matter what, if I stay, they will eventually end up alone. If I stay, they will eventually end up by themselves. So let me save myself in hopes that that will help them somehow. But it's like, this person's not ready to confront their addiction or to heal the addiction, and so they're not willing to go with you. It's like they just, like, the addiction has a hold on them. They cannot even think about going with you to be healed. But for you, it's not a choice. You have to go, or else you will die. But you have to make the choice to leave. I hope that explains like the energy I feel to a T. Obviously, the situation could be differently, but that's the energy I feel, is like you are choosing something, even though it's almost like you're being robbed of the choice, and you're being forced to make that choice, but you're still actively choosing for yourself. And it's like to save yourself. It's like you don't have a choice, but you do. And you're just so like, I'm sorry for leaving you. I'm sorry. I had to go. I have to go. Excuse me. I have to leave. I can't do this. I have to go. And it's a super, super difficult departure here, Gemini. And that's the energy I'm feeling. And if you're going through that, like I send you a lot of love. I send you a lot of blessing, a lot of strength. Because I feel that energy. I feel the emotion. And it's like, I'm having to hold it back some because I don't want to like get emotional right now, but it's like I can feel it, and it is hard. It's like, it's hard. It's a hard energy to deal with right now. But it's like you're being forced to save yourself. You have no choice, but you do, but you don't. What else does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? What else does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? Wow. What else does Gemini need to know for the middle of March? We have the Emperor. And if you see the Emperor in this card, he's almost like, yes, he's the Emperor, but there's a level of sadness and disappointment to it. And I feel like that's what's happening, Gemini. Once you detach from this energy, this person, this situation here, as sorrowful as you are, you do successfully detach and heal yourself and save yourself. There is an eagle standing behind him. And it's almost like this eagle is spirit giving you the strength to carry on, giving you the strength, the courage to keep going. It's almost a protective energy, but it's also a very inspiring, motivating, encouraging, supportive energy here. And it's like you're doing everything amazingly, but at the same time, there's this deep sorrow that's left in your heart from having to go through this situation. This could have been a situation that's already happened, and it's not necessarily happening in March, and now you're more in that Emperor area where it's like, I'm successful, I'm healthy, I'm abundant, but I hold this deep sorrow because of the situation that I had to go through, because of the people or the person that I had to leave. I know that they're struggling still, and I'm not. And so it's almost like survivor's guilt is what's happening here. What else does Gemini need to know? Thank you. Last card here is the Seven of Cups. And what it's saying is, it's like you're going through this, you're doing everything the right way. You're holding on to this survivor's guilt, and it's pretty much telling you or asking you to truly look at all the roads, all the paths you could have gone down, and to help release yourself from the survivor's guilt, this sorrow that you're carrying with you, to help release yourself from that. You have to really look at what were all my options, and look at how would those options have played out. What would have happened if I took any of those options? And you have to see for yourself that you took the best and only option that you could have. Sometimes choosing ourselves is a much, much harder task than choosing someone else. It's so much easier to choose someone else, but it's never the right thing to do to put someone above ourselves, okay? And it's really asking you here, look at all the things that could have happened. Look at all the roads you could have gone down, all the choices you could have made, all the things you could have invested in. And from looking at all of the options that you had at that moment, with the capacity that you held for yourself in that moment of time, because the resources and the abundance that you have now, you did not have back then. So you can't say like, oh, I should have done this. It's like, well, you didn't have that back then, so you couldn't have done it. So seriously, take a look at who you were in that moment, as well as what options you had in that moment. And you have to look at that and be able to see that you made the best and healthiest choice that you could have made. And that's how you start the journey of releasing that sorrow, of releasing that survivor's guilt. Because I feel like that's what this is a lot of it is survivor's guilt. Not to say the other person died or the situation people died, but it's very much like, I'm abundant, they're not. I left them and they did worse, not better, and now I'm doing better, and that's not fair, that's not right. It's like you blame yourself for that, and it's like, don't ever blame yourself for that. That person has the free will, the free choice to do what they need to do as well. And sometimes that's the most difficult thing about succeeding in life and about, creating abundance and building yourself, is not everyone gets to come with you. Even the people that you love, that you truly want to be with, that you truly want to take with you, not all of them get to do that. Not all of them get to be there to celebrate you and your wins with you. And sometimes that's a necessary thing, because if they are there, then you wouldn't be winning, you wouldn't be successful, you wouldn't be celebrating. This is a hard energy to go through, Gemini, and I'm sorry that you have to go through that. But I feel in this month, the universe is kind of revealing to you. I feel like in what they're showing me in my head, it, like visually, is like through other people's stories, through situations, through, you know, experiences that you're passing through or passing by that aren't like maybe exactly yours, but they're someone else's. You're seeing how those paths that you could have taken actually play out. Like, you're seeing why that was not a good choice and that you did make a good choice. You're starting to be exposed to what would have happened if you didn't make the choice you did, and that is helping you realize that you made the best choice you possibly could have made. It's helping you come to terms with what you did, instead of holding on to sorrow and guilt from what you did. I hope that makes sense. But Gemini, that is all that I have for you for the middle of March. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you insight and clarity, support, encouragement to keep doing what you're doing, that you did make the right decision. All of your likes, your subscribes, your comments are highly appreciated, and I love them. And I really hope that you guys, you know, continue your day, your night, whatever it is for you right now, with nothing but love and light in your hearts. Life can be very difficult. It can be very challenging, especially when we have to choose ourselves over someone else, as much as we would love to do the opposite. That only you will always know what's right for you. Okay, Gemini? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time and your view. You have an amazing rest of your day. Let's go ahead and move into Scorpio at 5652 as the last sign here. What did I say? 52. I'll do 52, 58 for Scorpio here. Or that's not 52, that's 56. That's 56. I don't know. My time's all off now. So 56, 58 is where we are starting Scorpio. Scorpios, hello. Let me just, I need to clear out a little bit of energy here. Sorry, Scorpio, bear with me. You can get some of this energy clearing, if you so please. Okay. Energy has been cleared. Scorpios, let's go ahead and jump into what messages want to come through for the middle of March for you. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. That was a terrible shuffle. I hate it when I shuffle bad on camera and I'm like, ugh. Now I have to make up with it with a really good shuffle. Like one of those magician shuffles where it's like, and it comes over to your other hand. What else does Scorpio need to know for the middle of March? What else does Scorpio need to know for the middle of March? What else does... It fell on the floor. I heard it. And it was multiple cards. Okay. Let me make sure they're all upright. I'm not going to take these because there's just too many that fell out. I hate when they fall out in clumps like that. I just don't trust it. Ah! Guys, what's going on with your energy? It's like these cards are slippery. We already have a bunch of water on the table. It's like, are you in a very watery kind of energy here, Scorpio? I know you're a water sign, but dang. What do we need to know for Scorpio for the middle of March? What do we need to know for Scorpio for the middle of March? We'll just let it fall, let it fall, let it fall. All right. We have the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the 10 of Coins, and the Ace of Wands. I almost said One of Wands. Ace of Wands. Interesting. You guys are finding something that you love doing, like that you really have a passion and like an energy and motivation for. Because like you can have motivation through like fiery cards, like the King of Wands, you know, or like the Knight of Wands, all fiery passion. But you can also have that same fire and passion in a different way with like the more water cards. And so it's like, or with watery energy, I should say, where it's more, this is so fulfilling, this is so inspiring, I'm so passionate about the purpose, the impact, the influence, that it equals that fiery energy. And that's what I feel for you guys. You're finding something that really resonates within your soul, within your heart, and you're like, this feels good. This fulfills me. It makes me happy. It makes me satisfied. I'm excited by this. It feels amazing to do it, and I'm proud of it. And it's like, it's leading you into a lot of abundance, a lot of security, stability, like a routine, a lot of like, I feel it's more of like maybe you could never wake up in the morning because you were so dispassionate about what you were doing, but then all of a sudden, like now that you're doing this, I'm waking up 5 in the morning on the dot every single day, ready to start my day, ready to go after this. Like it's making it easier to have a very stable routine kind of influence over your life. It's able to keep you on track. You stay focused. If you're like, you know, oh, I have ADHD and I can never focus on anything I do during my day. Well, with this, like, you don't need medicine. You just focus. And it's because it's that inspiring to you. It feels that good to you. And it's all because you're taking action towards something new here. No, maybe not new. It may not be new for some of you, but it's definitely something that you know inspires you. It fulfills you. Like, it really is like emotionally aligned for you in a way that most things aren't. What else does Scorpio need to know about this energy for the middle of March? Put those ones back. We have the 10 of Swords. Excuse me, sorry. Ooh. You're putting an end to regretting or feeling bad or like reminiscing about anything from your past. You're detaching from any kind of like lower vibrational energy where it's like, oh, I wish that turned out this way, or I can't believe they did that to me, or like anything that, and maybe you resonate with the Aquarius reading a little bit, because I got the same thing from them as far as like that 4 of Cup energy, or sorry, that 5 of, what am I saying? I said 5 of Cups. This is the 6 of Cups. But the 6 of Cups in this card looks like the 5 of Cups, because she is yearning something. She is, I'll just show you the card. So that way you can maybe understand what I'm saying a little bit better. She's yearning for something. The castle is right there behind her. She's got love over her head. She's got, you know, an abundant ocean below her. She's even got a crown on her head. But it's like there's something missing. She's yearning for something. She's at a loss for something. There's something she's hoping, wishing, wanting for, okay? I just blanked. Sorry, Scorpio. Wow. That took me in a different place. Sorry, guys. With the 10 of Swords and now I keep wanting to say 4 of Cups. This energy is pretty much letting me know that you guys are releasing anything that made you emotionally feel like you couldn't do what you wanted to do. You couldn't make your dreams come true. You couldn't, whether it's like oh, doing that kind of career is not going to make you successful. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's true. I'm not going to do it. And it's like, no, I'm finally going to do it. And now I'm fulfilled. And because I'm so fulfilled, I'm so energetic, it's actually improving my lifestyle. It's improving my habits. It's improving my mindset so that I can create success, so that I am becoming more successful because I am doing the thing that maybe I never thought I would be able to do. I'm also hearing pursue the person I never thought I would be able to pursue. So for some of you, this could definitely be about a person. And then we have the Chariot. So it's like, yeah, as soon as you start investing more into this and doing it and like not doing it, and then how funny. And then we have the Emperor. And it's like, you're not doing this. I don't feel that there's a energy of like, I'm doing this because I want to make money from it. And it's like, no. I'm doing this because it feels good, because it aligns with me, because it really sparks my emotional fulfillment. It really just feels purposeful. I feel like I have an impact. I feel like I'm doing what I'm meant to do. And you do it for those reasons, and it creates the success because of that. And with the Chariot and the Emperor, it's like you're quickly moving, you're quickly progressing. A lot of things are happening and changing for you very quickly once you start investing in this, once you start doing it more, because you're just energetically, it aligns with you. And so it's almost like you're manifesting like crazy. Like, it's so easy for you to bring in what you're looking for. It's so easy for you to build abundance. It's so easy for you to just, get stable and get right. And it's almost effortless in a way. But the only way that you can maintain this is by continue to block other people out and do that thing that you're passionate about. Do that thing that you love that makes you feel good. Anything else for Scorpio? Anything else for Scorpio for the middle of March? We have 2 of Cups that popped out. So yeah, this is something that like 1,000,000% spiritually aligns with you. This is like a divine calling, a divine purpose, something that you absolutely were meant to do while you were here on Earth. And it's like you're finally finding that thing. You're finally uncovering it. You're finally doing it. You're finally realizing it and actively putting energy into it. And it's like, once you align with your purpose, man, your life changes. And it changes for the good, because everything then becomes in alignment for you after you're doing what you're meant to do. After you align with your purpose, whether you have one purpose or multiple, it does not matter. But when you energetically align with what your purpose is, of what you're meant to do, of how you're supposed to bring light into the world, everything else comes into alignment and things move fast. They move easily. They just go, okay, Scorpio? So it's like you're finding that thing for you. And once you do it, everything just comes into alignment for you. Your money, your love, your stability, your mindset, your healing, everything just really comes into alignment for you. There's no more delays. There's no more questioning. There's no more confusion. We even have the Queen of Pentacles here. It's like something that you can nurture, something you can love, something that you feel nurtured and loved by doing. So you're not just energetically putting that love and energy into it, you're also getting that same energy back. And that's a beautiful thing. So it's like what you're doing is what's feeding you, and what's feeding you is what you're doing, which makes it a lot easier to keep doing it for the long term, and also get a lot of success from it. I don't want to put these in if they're upside down. Nope. Okay. Anything else that I need? I feel like you're going to be really clumsy in the beginning, because I haven't felt this clumsy and like loosey-goosey with things in all the readings. And so I feel like it may have a very clumsy start to it, but it will work out. It will work out. So if you start off stumbling and being kind of clumsy with it, that's okay. Just know, like, the more you do it, the more fulfilling it becomes, the more clear it becomes, the more accurate you can become with it. Anything else for Scorpio for the middle of March? Anything else for Scorpios in the middle of March? Last 2 cards here. A lot of hard work being put into it, but this hard work ultimately leads to you standing out from anyone else doing this. It leads to you succeeding in every venture. that hard work that you're putting into it, that energy that you're investing into whatever this is for you, it's really paying off, because it's making you stand out from the rest, because you put the hard work in, because it's aligned with you energetically, and because it's something that completely fulfills you and motivates you. It's like, how could you not stand out with this kind of energy? How could you not come out on top with this kind of energy? This is like really beautiful, Scorpio. So I feel like the middle of March is more for you guys to start to really clearly see what it is that you want to do. Like whatever this energy is, it's like you're clearly seeing it for the first time, or you're starting to invest in it, okay? That is all that I have for you, Scorpio, for the middle of March. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing. I enjoy reading your comments. Excuse me. I enjoy all the support. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed my energy as well. And Scorpio, good luck with everything. You guys were the last sign on here that I had to do. So thank you so much for viewing. And I look forward to catching up with you guys later. Bye.